Welcome back to Cooking with Frenchy, cooking and baking made easy. For this week recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a very beautiful cake, specially dedicated to Christmas. So this time around, it's going to be a cake that looks long like a log, and that's the cake is going to be very exotic. A little bit of mango, passion fruit, citrusy, with a touch of sweetness and chocolate through it. So you should totally love it. I made it last year for Christmas, and all my friends and family literally loved it. They raved about it. So I decided that it's time to share it with you. So before we go into it, make sure you like it, you subscribe it, and you share it to your friend and family. But I've got to say, this cake is not for the faint-hearted. It's for the people who really want to elevate their skills a little bit. So you will need to use some techniques, and you need to use your time wisely. You can do it in advance, like a week in advance, no problem. You can do it months in advance, no problems. That's why I want you to have it now, because minimum you will need 3 days, and it's not 3 days of working intensively to make the cake. It's 3 days of organization due to the freezing component of making this cake. So what we will have in this cake, we'll have a lemon biscuit sponge. We are going to have an insert of mango, passion fruit, kaffir lime into it. We are going to have a passion fruit mousse, and that's going to be glazed with chocolate, which you can finish the cake as you want. For this cake, you will also need, and it's not imperative, but you will also need some silicone mold for it, where you can find at Sycolmar, Parvani, or like I do, Timu, because it's way cheaper and it works. So before you start, really watch the video, click the more section, and you will have all the ingredients and all the methods for this cake. So watch carefully, tell me what you think, and if you are keen to do it, I want to see your photos. I'm so excited. I hope you do it. I hope you give it a shot. If you don't have mold, it's okay. Just make it as a normal cake, is a normal tin ring, sorry, it will work too. So just before Christmas, let's do it. See you later. Bye. All right, so we're gonna start with your mold. I choose this one because I think they're gonna fit my logs. So the first one was really half a sphere, long one, and that log silicone mold, very important if you want to do the cake as I did. Otherwise you can just use a 24 centimeter ring, that will do. So we start with peeling and chopping the mango, just a little dice, it doesn't need to be big or small, really, because we are going to cook it. Place that in a bowl, add the passion fruit juice and seed. I keep the seed of the passion fruit. Why? Because I believe the seed gives us extra pop when you eat it, that extra acidity and really the taste of passion fruit. This is kaffir lime, so a little bit of a zest, lemon, a little bit of a zest as well, all together, and we are going to put that with sugar and in the saucepan with a little bit of water just to break down the fruit a little bit. Whilst this is going to temperature, I'm going to use agar-agar. Agar-agar is a setting agent. It's jellified as well as setting, and it's good at around 80-90 degrees. So when it simmers, you put the agar-agar and you cook for another minute. We are going to transfer that to a bowl, let it cool down a little bit, and then when it's cooled down enough, we will put that in a mold. But when it's cooled down, I'm adding fresh chopped basil leaves and a little bit of kaffir lime. Mix it up. That's gonna give a nice, fresh, refreshing pop into it. Then we, as you want, you can use a piping bag. We filled up the cavity of the mold, and we put that in the freezer. So that could take about 4 to 6 hours. That's the thing. Here for the biscuit, I'm putting the egg yolk and half the sugar together, mix it well, create a little sabayon, and then we whip the egg white in another bowl with the rest of the sugar to create a little meringue and a little bit of lemon zest. Then I'm going to incorporate half the egg white, half the flour, half the egg white, half the flour, like I always do, and fold it nicely until it's all folded. Also in this recipe, I added a little bit of melted butter. It creates more richness and it will keep your sponge longer and soft and moist. Very important. Scrape the bowl. When we are done with it, I put that into a silicone mat to bake. Those silicone mats are great because you don't have to worry too much about the thickness on one side and the other. It creates an even sheet of sponge or biscuit, and we are going to bake that at 180 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. So we try to have as flat as possible. Let it cool down and keep it aside. Meanwhile, this is cooling down, and only when you know that your passion fruit inserts are already frozen and hard, you can do your Bavarois mousse. So we soften the gelatin leaves in cold water, very important tip. Meanwhile, we mix the egg yolk with the sugar and we warm up the passion fruit juice. When this is done, we can add the hot passion fruit juice into the egg yolk mix. We temper, so we just put a little bit of passion fruit first, mix it well, and then mix it all in together again. And we are going to cook that at about 72 degrees. 72 degrees is very important because it's pasteurizing your egg yolks. They are cooked, so there's no risk of salmonella. So you can use the technique of cooking to nappe, so the back of the spoon, or you can use a thermometer, much easier and much more convenient. Like this, you're sure that it's going to be cooked at the right temperature. So here we go. I'm using a probe here, or you can use a lathe again as well. Both work as long as they both calibrate correctly, really. So it's very, very important. So we play up. You see different moments. 72, somewhere I reach 74. It's good. When it's still warm, you drain very well your gelatin, and you are going to pour that anglaise-based passion fruit sauce, if you want to call it, into the gelatin, and you mix it well to make sure that the gelatin is fully dissolved. You don't want to have a bit of gelatin here and there. This we're going to let it cool down again until it reaches probably 30 to 35 degrees. Whilst it's cooling down, we can whip the cream as well as prepare our sponge. So that's going to be the next step. So what I'm doing now here, it's measuring the size and the cavity of the further out of the mold, trim the sponge, and we are going to cut strips that exactly fit the size of your silicone mold. If you were using a ring, you just use the ring to cut, or a smaller ring to cut the sponge. Why I prefer a log, to be honest? First of all, for the design. Second of all, you have less waste of sponge. Anything rectangular that you can cut into, it's less wastage than using a ring. So I'm going to need 2 strips of biscuit, lemon biscuit for this cake. So as I said, whilst we're waiting for it to cool down, we're whipping the cream to soft peak. We don't want it too hard because as you fold, it's going to be, you can over fold and over whip, and that's going to split. We don't want that. So check, 30, 31, yeah, we're here. We can incorporate and fold the cream into the passion fruit or fold the passion fruit into the cream. There we are, nicely folded. And then now we get all our elements. So I remember, strictly do not start that before you check that your insert of mango and passion fruit are frozen. Very important. So we pour a bit of the mousse inside the log, and we make sure we push everything to the side as well to the bottom. We don't want any air bubble. We want to make sure all the cavities are there. So like this design will be present at the end. Place a layer of sponge, a thin layer of mousse again, and we are going to put the insert into it. So as you see, those inserts fits really perfectly for me. So if you have any other molds you can use, or even a flat tray, it's not too high, so you can have a little bit of height into your insert. And we're going to put a little bit more mousse. And another layer of sponge. So we make sure the mousse goes everywhere to the side. Try to push it with a spatula. Tap it to avoid air bubbles. And like this, it goes everywhere. So we're nearly going to fill it to the top. And my last layer of sponge I just fill in. Press it down so you will see, like this you make sure that it sticks, everything sticks together, so when you cut you will have a layer of, it'll be mousse, sponge, mousse, insert, mousse, sponge. And we put that in the freezer for 6 to 12 hours, depending on your freezer space, depending on how much faster your freezer works, and we are going to unmold delicately. So here we are, look at that. It's sexy as it is. You could actually serve it like this. So as an extra, I did a little bit of chocolate glaze. I put the recipe down in clicked a little more, and I did a white chocolate glaze and a dark chocolate glaze. You will have the recipe for the white, but you use dark chocolate, is the same. And I mix it together. That's the look I wanted to have. A little bit Christmassy with the red and the black, reminding me a little bit of the outfit of Santa. We glaze all over. I don't do that straight on the bench. There is a bit of plastic cling film onto my bench. Like this I can collect the leftover of the glaze when it's done. So that's going to give us a very nice effect and a little bit of a chocolatey flavor through it. So we, same again for the glaze, I try to do that 24 hours in advance. Let it set properly in a jug. Reheat it in a microwave with a burst of 20 seconds. Use a hand mixer and pour it at about 30-32 degrees on the frozen cake. And here we are.
nicely glazed all over. Just make sure there's nothing's missing. And I transfer that on the tray. I'm in here chopping board. Now your cake is nearly ready. All we're gonna do is to decorate it. So again, whip a little bit of thickened cream with 10% of icing sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and that's a chantilly cream. So I'm using a piping bag and I cut a little bit, not sideways, but in an angle to create that wavy technique and piping technique. I'm adding some fresh mango because it's tropical. That's the Christmas look we want to look. I see little pansies. I grew up in my garden, so that gives a nice touch, nice flowers. I love flowers on food and it's edible. I'm gonna add a little bit of gold leaves because it's Christmas, and fresh little piece of mint and basil just to make it look sexy. So that's the little Christmas tropical passion fruit and mango log cake. I'm sure you want to see the cut, and that's coming for you. What do you think? I hope you like it. Subscribe, share it, challenge yourself, try to do it. I'm sure you will love it, but mostly everyone will love it. It's a beautiful cake. Here we are, the cut. Bon appetit everyone, and Merry Christmas!